So Chapter 8, the cellular basis of reproduction and inheritance. So this chapter is going to answer the question about why dogs produce dogs and cats will produce more cats, and chickens only produce chickens and not bald eagles. So like will produce like, and the reasons for this are based in our biology and in our cells. So cell division is the source of all new cells. So each of these new cells must have the complete instructions to build the new organism. Cell division is going to enable a fertilized egg, it's very, very small, to develop into an adult, multicellular organism. Cell division is required for growth and development. It functions in renewal and the repair. If you hurt yourself, cells have to divide to replace your skin, and cell replacement. Now we're going to talk about two different kinds of reproduction. The first one is asexual. And so that means without sex. That's what that A means. It's not a sexual method. The offspring here are going to be identical or clones of each other. Only one parent is required for asexual reproduction, and all it requires is that there be 2 copies of the DNA. 2 copies of all the genetic material. And there are lots and lots of organisms that divide this way. Your book gives the example of sea stars. And you may call sea stars starfish. That's what we used to call them anyway. These are the starfish that live on the ocean. They look like a star, and they can regenerate from a part of them. Plants also do this, particularly plants that are grown from cuttings will be genetically identical to each other. Cutting is just where you cut off a branch and put it in some dirt, and you can root it and make a new plant. Singular cell organisms, single cell, they're all going to have an asexual reproduction. And prokaryotes. Because there's single cell organisms. Asexual is also called binary fusion. Binary fission. My fission and my fusion mixed up. Okay, binary fission. The other one we're going to talk about is asexual reproduction. Here, the offspring are going to be genetically different and unique. So both reproduce sexually, and even though you and your brother may have the same parents, you are genetically different from your brother, and you're a unique individual. Sexual reproduction requires 2 parents, and it requires an egg or sperm, egg and sperm actually, or maybe egg and pollen if you're a plant. These are called gametes, and we'll be talking about them more. Examples: most animals and flowering plants. So first we want to focus in on the asexual binary fission. And this is how our prokaryotes will reproduce. So in case you don't remember, our prokaryotes are bacteria and archaea. That's an A, and that's an E, and that's an A. A, E. Make sure I spell that right. Okay. These organisms have one chromosome, so it's one big loop of DNA, and it's duplicated and it's attached to the cell wall, and then as they pinch inward, as the plasma membrane pinches inward, and more cell wall is made, eventually the parent cell is divided into two daughter cells. And we say daughter here, but obviously, maybe not obviously, these are not female. They're just called daughter cells because they're, the other cell, I guess, is the mother cell. And so the daughter is the product of the mother.